It's day 4 of my first solo luxury cruise on Explora Journeys EXPLORA I. And today we are in Belize City. Today is a packed day with a short Explora Journeys destination experience and a quick tour of the port before I'm back on board with a busy evening with relaxation at the spa and yoga, a solo group dinner, the evening entertainment, and never have I ever until now. And hey, does Explora I have a nightlife? Let's find out. One of the biggest benefits to me of Explora Journeys fare is that it not only includes gratuities, drinks, specialty level dining, and the thermal spa, but that it includes premium Wi-Fi for not 1 but 3 devices. I started this morning off by getting some work done in bed, and it was great not to have to log out of my phone or my iPad to connect my laptop to the ship Wi-Fi. The connection was strong too, because each suite has its own router, so you're not competing with hundreds of other guests for bandwidth. Now it was time for breakfast, and I just got gluten-free toast and coffee for in-suite dining this morning. A simple yet satisfying way to start the day. Good morning. Today we are in Belize City. And Belize City is a tender port, so I am headed down now to our meetup area. I have an excursion, a very short excursion that's an historical tour. It should only last about 2 hours, so I am headed down now to the Journeys Lounge. That's where we meet up to gather in groups for the tender, so headed there now. One thing that I do like is that for every port that we're going to, they have number 1, an informational in one of the lounge areas where they talk about the location that we're going to, give you a little bit of historical information, and also on their webcam channel, they also do their announcements there. So instead of hearing announcements on the loudspeaker, if there are announcements, you will hear them on the television set on their deck camera. Of course, any emergency announcements you may hear if that occurs. But that's nice that you don't hear all of these announcements blasting. If you want to hear announcements or what's going on around the ship, you can turn it onto the web camera. And also there's a different channel to where the entertainment director goes through the activities for today. There's like a daily activities list that he goes through every single morning. And I find that nice. It's not intrusive, and the information is there when you need it. Just turn to the right channel and you can get all of the information and all of the announcements that you want. Hey, if you're enjoying this content, I hope that you will hit that like button and subscribe to the channel so that I'll know to create more content like this. All right, let's head down to the tender station. Unlike other ships, you didn't have to get a ticket for tendering, but just proceed to the gangway when you're ready to get off the ship. Once again, we gathered in the Journeys Lounge to be assigned a group number and to be escorted off the ship. Unlike yesterday, Belize City is a tender port, and this was one of the largest tenders I've ever boarded. And boarding went at a moderate pace, so it didn't feel like we were sitting there for a long time. I took a front seat and I could feel little spritz of water, so if that bothers you, you may want to sit away from the windows. The ride was a little bouncy, but for me, not enough to make me feel sick. Just maybe like a little kiddie roller coaster, which I love. Explora Journeys had a flavored water station waiting for you after the tender, which was a nice touch. I had been to this port once about 6 years ago, but I don't remember it. I plan to check it out on my way back, but for now, I was headed to the meeting location for my excursion. Today's excursion is through Explora Journeys as well, and it's just a quick 2-hour city tour. Most of the excursions were like 4 to 7 hours long, and I didn't want to be out that long. I saw other experiences available like longer city tours, Mayan ruins and cave tours, tubing, ATV, ziplining, and more. But just a quick tour was all I wanted. This small shuttle had single seats on one side, which made me feel like they knew I was coming. The driver was very friendly and gave us historical and current facts along the way.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. A warm welcome to our country, Belize. My name is Gustavo. You can only call me Carlos if I did something wrong. Anything good? I'm Gustavo. Our country, Belize, is 450,000 people. Belize city itself is only 90,000. In the entire country of Belize, there's only 12 set of traffic lights. Out of that 12, only 8 are working. September 1981, we became a colony of England.
Stops included a lighthouse, a ride around government buildings and homes of the wealthy, as well as the poorer side of the land. Of course, there were stops for photo ops by a Belize sign, and we made a stop at the Traveler's Rum Distillery. There wasn't a guided tour, but you were able to do a self-guided tour and read about the history of the distillery. Across from the store was the bar where you could purchase drinks. I didn't buy a drink, but I did purchase rum cream to take back to my suite. And that was the end of the tour, and for just $80, I felt like this was the perfect length. The tender was set up to leave every 30 minutes, so I decided to tour the port a bit. It was a setup like an outdoor mall, and there was a map of what was located where, just in case you were looking for something specific. And I noticed that there was even a little pool behind the Belize sign. One of the reasons I wanted a short tour was so that I could come back and go to the thermal spa. The thermal spa is a luxurious wellness retreat with a heated hydrotherapy pool, multi-temperature experience showers, steam room, salt therapy room, a dry heat sauna, and heated marble loungers. And it has a cooling station to refresh. I checked out the women's changing facilities on the way out. Fresh towels were always available. You created your own code for the lockers. There were restrooms, a vanity, and a shower. Alright guys, just want to update you as to what's going on. It's been a long, busy day. So I got back from my tour in Belize City, and that was actually a great tour. I really enjoyed it. I didn't want anything too long. It was a 2-hour tour around the city, and our shuttle driver, explained like history along the way. So that was a really good tour, and we made a stop at the rum distillery, and I just got some rum cream. And then of course, because this is Explora, any purchases you make, you're able to just bring them right on board to your room. I did make my purchase, and that's my rum cream right over there. So now I just spent hour and a half or so in the spa, and the spa was delightful. So I quickly looked at the schedule of events, and I saw that there was evening yoga that starts in 10 minutes. So I went by to see if I could get in, because they do ask that you sign up 24 hours in advance, or not 24 hours, but the day prior. So I just went by to see if I could get in, for the evening class, which starts at 5 in 10 minutes, and I could. And I also scheduled for tomorrow morning. So I want to do a quick change and go back up to the fitness center to get a little evening yoga and meditation in. Evening yoga at sunset was incredibly calming. This small class with just 3 other guests made it feel intimate and peaceful. It was a perfect way to unwind before dinner. That yoga class felt so good, and I need to stay on track. I keep getting on and off track. I started yoga a while ago, got busy, got off track, never got back to it. So went to this class, and I felt so good afterwards. Now, some of the poses were a little tough for me because I haven't stretched in so long. So I need to actually keep this up. So I signed up to go tomorrow, 7 a.m. Tomorrow is Port de Cozumel, but I don't plan on any excursions. So I'm going to try to get up, go to the 7 a.m. class, and who knows, maybe the evening class too. But for now, the solos are having a dinner. It's been scheduled. So I am headed there now. I'm 10 minutes late for pre-dinner drinks. We have pre-dinner drinks at 6. And the dinner at 6:30, is that right? Yeah, 6:30. I am headed there now. We're eating at Phil Rouge, and I was there 2 nights ago and loved it. So looking forward to, I don't know what I'm gonna get tonight, so we'll see. But I'm looking forward to, these ladies are a lot of fun. We dined at the captain's table that sits between Phil Rouge and the Med Yacht Club. I got a lobster risotto, and even though my birthday wasn't until the next day, the solos celebrated my birthday with me. Birthday to you. Now it was Sherry, one of the other solos, who told me that the lobby bar had the best bartenders and the best drinks. So we headed there after dinner in order to explore Journey's signature drinks off of the menu. And it was delicious. Happenings around the ship today included a scavenger hunt, team trivia, a luminary talk about Cozumel, tomorrow's port stop, live music in the lobby and Explorer Lounge, and movies under the stars again. I promised some of the other solos that I would meet them in the Astern Lounge on Deck 5 for the Shining Star Karaoke night. That is cute! Look at that! Aww. But before I did, I stopped in at the Journey's Lounge to catch a bit of rock symphonies with Mate Rats, a Hungarian violinist. Then it was to the Astern Lounge to watch karaoke. And I was just in time to see Nito, another solo on the ship. We met earlier on the cruise as Nito told me she recognized me from my channel. Yes, YouTube can be a blessing now to meet other solos. It was great meeting and hanging out with her, but for now, I could just watch her perform. But little did I know that Sarah, the solo host and show host, would call me to the stage. Never have I ever done karaoke until now. And the footage is compliments of Nanito. Karaoke on Explorer Journeys was actually a lot of fun. After karaoke, I checked out After Dark, the nightclub experience. It was a bit underwhelming, reminding me of my first solo group cruise when the club felt a little empty, until our group took over the dance floor and made our own fun. And just like that, the spark for my next group voyage on Explorer II was born.
Uptown girl, she's an uptown girl. Uptown girl, she's an uptown girl.
Are you ready to try Explorer Journeys, but don't want to try it alone? Join me on Explorer II for my Caribbean Opulence group cruise. Check the description box for the link. Now, are you ready for your first or your next cruise and need assistance? Scan the QR code and let's work together to plan your customized cruise experience.